You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of LadyJ Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. Your pusher.
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place, you should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chains. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. It gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing my pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast, I count my carbs, I can't be reckless. Maintain a decent sugar level, because if my shit drop, it can be detrimental. Poetry, that's my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary, I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Terpene, limonene, I don't know what the hell you mean. I need that indica hybrid sativa. I need it that marries a cheetah, because everybody's here. Poetry, that's my therapy. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. It's just something about putting the right word with the right line to make them both come together like you and your partner at the very same time. 2 souls sharing the same vibe. Poetry, it's my therapy. I press every day, giving up is not an option. My devil going down today. You know me and that nigga, we stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm God, body, Ali. I hit him with the rope-a-dope. The champ is here, and I fight every ounce of fear. I just do it like Nike, the goddess of victory. You know he's in here, poetry. That's my therapy. Sometimes that shit keep me up at night. It's the little light in mine that keeps me up writing this one last line. I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, tell me, where would I be? I could have been serving a 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have buried me. Poetry is my therapy. All right, everybody. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. It is August 16th, 2023. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful day thus far today. I've had a busy day today, going back and forth to 2 different schools. I hope y'all ready for this school year coming up. Had to go to 2 different, me and my wife had to go to 2 different orientations today. Luckily, both schools are not far from our house. But I hope all of the children going back to school this year have an absolutely wonderful year and a safe year. Wow, it's a lot going on. I feel like I've been gone for a while. I know I haven't done a live show in probably, I think the last live show was when I had SN Cole. When I had SN Cole on for her book, How I Married a Bigamist. Y'all look her up, SN Cole. Make sure you go get that book, How I Married a Bigamist. I believe that was the last time I did a live show, so it feels good. I already feel better just doing that poem right there. Poetry is definitely my therapy. But yeah, I feel good to be doing something live today. It's been a while. Was on vacation with the wife and the kids, just chilling, trying to get some relaxed, release time. All right. As always, this show is brought to you by LadyJ Media, Butterfly Entertainment. Go to What Up Baltimore TV on YouTube and download and subscribe to the page. If you haven't done that, what's wrong with you? Come on. Go to YouTube, download the What Up Baltimore TV page. All right. What Up Baltimore TV is doing some amazing things. I cannot wait for. I'm already into 2024. You know, once the school year starts, it seems like Thanksgiving and Christmas is like right around the corner. So I want to prepare for that. Also, I will be doing one more open mic. And I believe it may be in September, though. It may be in September, first or second week of September. I will keep you all posted on that. I got to get one more open mic in before this beautiful weather leaves us. What else I'm going to talk to you guys about, man, before I do, because I'm going to do a lot of poetry today. Okay. Also, you can get my books, Unusual Favor, all right, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1, and Spitfire Poetry Volume 2. You can get my books on Amazon. You can also reach out to me at my email, johnhansboro, 13 @gmail.com. Unfortunately, my website is down right now. That will be up in a few days. Also, you can hit me on any of the social media sites or message me, whatever. You know, I can get a book to you. I can bring it to you. I can mail it to you, whatever you need. Okay. I also want to give a shout out to some sisters of mine. Now, I've been looking for a lot of books that I got from a lot of poets and friends, and some of them I think I left in another part of my house. But anyway, let's do this one first. One of the first sisters I met when I started this poetry journey was a young lady by the name of Arthur Poet Shakespeare. An absolutely amazing poet. Go and get her book, Don't Never Assume, by Arthur Poet Shakespeare. All right. And I believe she's about to release part 2 of this book, which is a good page turner. Really is a good book. Also, one of my sisters, Shamice Lady Jacobs. This is one of the books that she has put out. She put this book out a few years ago, probably 4 years ago. I want to say maybe even longer. But it's called Holy Day. It's got some amazing work in here. She is also a sister of mine who does a sister of mine in poetry. And it's a few more. Look up Mozart on Instagram. Mozart just released a book not too long ago. She's a wonderful upcoming poet. Also, look up 4 authors. If you're a writer and you need someone to produce your material or put it out there, go to 4 authors. Look up 4 authors. They're a wonderful Black-owned publishing company, all right, that will get your book out, and they will take the time to do what's needed and the legwork, footwork, all of that, to get your book where it should be, and they'll help you along the way. All right. Also, shout out to my publisher, Angela Edwards. Angela Edwards in Houston, Texas, at Pearly Gates Publishing. Also is another wonderful sister who has her own publishing company. She put out all 3 of my books, and I'm very pleased with the business relationship that we have. All right, now, so over the last couple weeks, my wife and I and my children just took a little break, get away for a few days or whatever. One day we took a ride and ended up at Columbia Mall. And I'm walking through the mall, my kids and my wife are somewhere else, and I'm just walking through the mall, looking around, just doing what dads do, just sitting down, looking around, But as I was walking, I seen this brother at a kiosk right in the middle of the mall. He was standing at a kiosk, and he was selling books. I started talking to him, and he let me know that he was a poet and a published author, and started telling me a little bit about his story. And I was stuck, of course, because we've got similar things going on, but just two different journeys and paths of how we on it and how it started, I'm sure. But his name is Denzel Norris. All right, Denzel Norris. Denzel's freestyle poems. Now, this brother here told me that there he is there, Denzel Norris. If you want his book, you need to go to you can catch him at any of those platforms, right? And then also, if you want to see this gentleman in person, man, he's a wonderful, strong brother who's got a very positive attitude. But he's in the mall. He's in the mall at Columbia Mall selling books. He's got poetry books. I bought one of them. He's got about 5 of them, I believe. And then he's got a few stories that he's written too. And I think I may share just one poem from him that I did like, that I read. It's called Overcomer. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna just give y'all a little insert of one of his poems. This is a poem written by Denzel Norris. I do not own this material, all right? As I insert bars to life's beat, my melody speaks. I'm standing on the surface of your peak. I need a change in my life. I've been praying for weeks. Big changes are to come when God finally speaks. I've been gaining some weight, need a sturdier seat. I stay on my gritty grind. I'm pressing out any crease. Don't say that I owe you and never show the receipt. I'll be headhunting goals until my life is complete. I was slinging books from 10 to 9 in the street. I'm built for it tough. I was in the cold and the heat. I'm awake to the hate, but not losing any sleep. You'll be satisfied if I don't wake up from my sleep. Oh no, and I know that's how it be. Jealousy running through veins, it came out the IV. Life gave me foaming blows. I came out like Ali. You claim to be onto something. I'm eager to see. All right, that is Denzel Norris, everybody. Y'all want to go and check him out at Columbia Mall and get some of his books, Denzel Norris. Yeah, it's Denzel Norris. Like I said, you want to go and grab his book if you can, or if you want to go holler at him, go to the mall, man. Have a conversation with the brother. I'm telling you, it's a good guy. I will have him on the show eventually. We're trying to get dates together right now. But I want to bring him on the show and have him share his story to everyone of what he is doing. This gentleman, I gotta say this. This gentleman told me that he has been selling books full time at the mall in Columbia for a few years now. He just stopped. He just stopped working, trusted God, and just went to the mall, got a kiosk, paid the rent, and started slinging his books right there in the mall. All right. with all of the foot traffic and people that's walking back and forth, there's no way you can't sell at least maybe 1, 2, 3 books a day, maybe, you know. Also, I want to introduce y'all to a book that I got. I got this a while ago. This is called Beat Poets. Beat Poets. Every Man's Library Pocket Poets. I got this from a store that is not far from me. I wanted to put some of my books in there, and I'm not even gonna get into that. But yeah, that's called Beat Poets. I like this little book. It's like my poetry Bible. Let's do. They say all that shouting, it isn't necessary. But what have they been through this colder than that month they call February? I'm talking about news that'll make your body ache and it's out of your control, so you feel you gotta participate. It was all good just a week ago. Now I'm in this doctor's office and they planning my treatment though. My work has come to a halt, but my bills are longer than a tree stump. I stand in line for aid and assistance, all the while I feel I'm losing my existence. The lady behind that desk looked at me as a stereotype. Now I realized that 96 hours prior, I ran a work site. I feel like my back's against the wall, so I pick up the phone, but who do I call? I was stripped of everything with nothing to spare as I laid on a cold, hard table and stared in the air. God, is this it? Will I see my wife and kids again? If I die and my babies cry, who will make them grin again? My life was saved, though it was full of sin. My doctor said, take a few of these and your pain will come to an end. But no, I must keep going. There's no time to break. But my back's against the wall and the devil don't hesitate. When he came to me to convince me of my fate, I refused to be a victim and told him, clown, you're too late. When I realized what brought me through it all, my vision became clear as he showed me a picture of it all. He said, son, didn't I tell you I would never let you fall? It was then I decided to serve him in the midst of it all. So if you see me go crazy or start to bang on a wall, it's my way of praising him because he brought me through it all. Thank you. That is all that shouting isn't necessary. I was looking on some of my past past podcasts that I've done. Shout out to LadyJ and What Up Baltimore. I've come a long way and we're still going. It's absolutely incredible to be on this platform. The doors and the opportunities that have been open since I've started this are just incredible. And I just want to thank LadyJ and any and everybody else who helps and supports me in what I do, because I would like to continue to do what I'm doing, bring people on, help people expose themselves, expose their work to the world so people can hear it and see it. And I'm also about inspiring our children. A lot of our kids are inspired by just what we do. Shout out to Arthur Poe Shakespeare. I took my 2 daughters to a book release that she did a few years ago when she released this book, Do Not Assume. All right, it had to be, I don't know, 2017, 18, maybe, something like that. But I wanted to take my children to see a woman, a Black woman that looks like them, do something on that type of level where, put the work in and write her own material, do the footwork to get it out there. All right. on my upcoming Unusual Favor 2 book. My youngest daughter, Jocelyn, has some illustrations, some drawings. She loves to draw now. And I'm going to put a few of them in my Unusual Favor 2 book, just as a way to encourage her to keep, to be inspired on what she's doing. I'll let her know she can get $1 off of each book sold. She's like, Daddy, I don't know. I think I need a little bit more than $1. How many pictures you need me to put in? But yeah, I'm all about that. We gotta encourage the kids, man. Definitely gotta encourage the babies. I want to say thank you to all of the teachers that are starting this school year. Guys, there still are a lot of teachers right here in this city who are passionate about our children and want to see them go to the next level. But it really is that there are still some absolutely wonderful teachers and administrators in some of these schools. So we pray that everybody has a wonderful school year coming up with no issues, all right? So let's get into another poem. Shout out to my brother, Mike Man, Jesus Hype Man, my man, Mike Man, Michael Watkins. I had him on the show a few weeks ago. An awesome brother and poet. All right, so on my Spitfire poetry volumes that I've written, 1 and 2, I always put a reason in my books of why I write. The same reason I ask people what they write for when I bring them on my show. Why do you write? What inspires you to write? When did you start? Things of that nature. But this is why I write. I write for the people who cannot express themselves. I write for the people without a voice. I write for the dreamers. I write for those who can't quit even if they wanted to. I gotta say that line again. I write for those who can't quit even if they wanted to. I write for our future leaders. I write for any non-believers. I write to motivate and encourage people to press their way. That is why I write. All right, and then let's do I have I know I got a poet's prayer in this one, in volume 1. I don't think I put one in volume 2. I didn't put a why I write in there. All right, a poet's prayer. Let us pray. It's the Spitfire poet with unusual favor. Grab your neighbor's hand as we bow down in prayer. Father, forgive us for what we do. Our goal in life is to be just like you. We fall short so many times, and you're there with open arms, no matter the crime. So much going on I don't understand. I keep reminding myself of your divine plan. An abundance of hatred expressed in the world. Couple of events lined up with the word. Division, disease, so many things we don't need. The attitude of our leaders is it's all about me. Please cover us all. Keep us safe when surrounded by so much harm. Heal the hearts that have turned cold so we can move forward and not be stuck in a season. In Jesus' name we pray, and thank you for every reason. Baltimore. What's going on, Baltimore? Are we really that far gone? I looked at social media just the other morning and a black man photo showed a homeless being forced to move. Eyesores of our city. Where's the help? It's such a pity. Nobody cares and the residents scared because crime's in the air. Reporting live on the scene is Mr. BNP 13 with the latest update in our city ain't safe. Who's here for the people? The schools have no heat. Some of them mold has set in, they so old. They closed the rec so our kids step in the street with the tools, not the ones used in school, that prison pipeline. Y'all know I ain't lying. Our kids the ones dying. Where do we draw the line? I think it's about time our politicians earn their dime. Casinos and racing, where they spending that bacon. Are they here just for the taking and agenda they gave them? Down on your luck in my city is tough. It could be one of us that's out on the street. 10 degrees froze up from your knees, and some have special needs. Housing homeless with criminals that's saying something subliminal, and yes, it's that simple. Streets full of vacant houses, and we can't program housing. Astounding. Politicians crowning themselves. It smells in a nutshell. The stink of corruption lingers like a truck full of trash. That's a smell you can't mask. All right. All right. My Pencil and Me is another one of my favorites that I've written. That's in Spitfire Poetry Volume 1. All right, so let's get right to it. Okay. My Pencil and Me. Feels so good when we're together. Comforts me like a warm sweater. Cables lit, but I ain't watching it. My pencil and me, we got places to be. I got issues, you see, so my pencil bleeds and it speaks when I don't want to talk. My pencil stripes up conversation, creates energy, and keeps me with that inner me so I can express myself frequently. I keep him close. His nickname is Toast. He spits fire that'll heat your ass up, Tangerine in your chest. I'm not the one to test. And I confess I have slipped and I have fallen, but I got up and I kept brawling. My pencil and me a dynamic duo, because three's company only when my pen feels jealousy. So she rides shotgun and the pencil's in the trunk. The mechanical pumps cannons till it's empty. Then I grab the lead and reload again. Automatic fire, rapid shots. Automatic fire, rapid shots are the sounds heard for blocks. Alert neighborhood watch. There's a shooting spree and anyone can get it. Keep your vests. I'll send it to you fitted. Thought he was a terror, so I ripped through his new era. Watermelon splatter like Gallagher on stage with a hammer and full of stamina. My pencil and me go everywhere together. Nobody knows me better. Finishes my letters, settles all my disputes. When I write, I put you on mute. Your spirit I rebuke like a funky green rash just makes me want to puke. My pencil and me been through it, you see. Puts me on one knee, so I pray faithfully. Lord, keep me covered. You know I don't like them buzzards. Just a ball of bad energy. Send them to a new century. My pencil and me will continue our quest until God says enough and he puts me to rest. That is my pencil and me. All right, my pencil and me. I know it's something else I wanted to say. Oh, let's do anxiety. It's something I wanted to let you guys know. I cannot remember. Shout out to my brother Isaiah Haynes. I'm going to have him on the show again as well. That is, you need to look him up. It's another positive young man who's doing some wonderful things in poetry. Isaiah Haynes III. Look him up. All right. Out of Spitfire Volume 1, we're still in Volume 1. So this is anxiety. This is called anxiety. My head is spinning. I can't see clearly. I feel weary. Why am I teary? My breathing is elevated. It feels perpetuated. Regardless, I gotta make it. Looks like I'm devastated. I can't fake it. My kids are watching. Could they be future plotting? I told them you have options and life's no Mary Poppins. You may fall, but just keep on rising until you can see the horizon. Remember your breathing. Just keep on believing that this is your season. You'll reap what you're seeding. Start counting. I mean it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look to the floor. It's not spinning anymore. It's just about over. Then what's this again? Sweat drips from my chin. It's happening again. Focus on something. Dive into consumption. Ain't it always something to think? All that fussing. Were you saying something? You can't push my buttons because you're up to something. Why you always fronting? Why panic? It's nothing. Don't let this defile you. You're a king that's inside you. Just remember you're breathing and keep on believing that this is your season to reap what you're seeding. Breathe. And that started to be one of my favorites right there. That started to be one of my favorites. That's called anxiety. Oh, man. All right, this one is called Flatline. I was flatlined, but it wasn't my time. He interceded with the blood he was bleeding. That curtain was closing. My body was frozen. I felt helplessly chosen. I didn't ask for this, Joseph. This thing was given. The old John he's missing, but not on a milk carton. I walk from the valley so no one can stand me. I was given another chance. When I think of it, I dance. I go into a trance from remembering when the devil thought he had to win. When I came to, doctors lined the wall. I thank God nobody had to make the call. No report of the time, no mothers crying. He gave me more time to get it right despite the life I lived before that night. The night I thought it could be over was just the beginning of a story not ending. Flatline, but it wasn't my time. Still so much to do in such little time. So don't waste it on hate or determining others' fate. It's no debate. I was flatline, but it wasn't my time because my God interceded with the blood he was bleeding.
John, you have a caller.
We have a caller. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. Who we talking to today?
Yo, what's up, John? It's your boy, Isaiah.
Hey, I was just talking about you, Mr. Haynes. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing great, man. Especially get sitting here, chilling in my room, watching you spill all these poems, man. I'm enjoying myself.
I know that's right. I love it too, man. This is such a good, man. Look, I was feeling a certain way the last couple days, and I truly, truly believe and know that other than going into my spirituality, poetry is something that really just settles me and just makes me feel really good. While we got you on the phone, of course, tell us about what you got going on, man. I had you on the show maybe a month or two ago. I got to bring you back, definitely. Isaiah will be the next open mic that I do. I want my man Isaiah to be the feature when we go back to Glory Days. But Isaiah, tell the people a little bit about you real quick.
All right. I appreciate you, John, for real. And I'm definitely been enjoying myself. I've been watching since the start. But yeah, my name is Isaiah Haynes. I'm a upcoming singer, songwriter, and poet, spoken word artist. I'm part of a collective called the Prolific Poetry Collective. And yeah, I'm actually an aspiring author. I'm getting ready to put out my first book in October 18th. It's called Off of My Soapbox, and you'll be able to get it on Amazon October 18th.
Off My Soapbox. That's the book you're putting out in October.
Yes, October 18th. Oh, and if you didn't know, I actually got nominated for the DMV Renaissance Awards Best New Poet. Those, yes, sir. Those, and the voting don't end until August 21st. So, if you guys want to hop in on that, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all definitely got to vote for Isaiah. He's a wonderful poet, man. That's good, man. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Look, why don't you give us one? I gotta get you to do one before you get off the phone. You gotta do one for us, bro.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I said you gotta do one poem for us before we let you go. You know that.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. I could do that for sure. You know, since you know we all are writers here, and you know artists, so this is something that I'm sure we all have gone through at some point. And this is a piece that I got. It's pretty new. It's called Writer's Block. Here I go. The lack of inspiration. Mind going a mile a minute. It might be time to hang it up. Go ahead, son. You've had a good run. Put your pen down. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, and now it's time to be laid to rest. I don't jest. I am only doing what's best for you. Don't cry because this was inevitable. You wasn't born to do this. You just got lucky. No more four-leaf clovers. There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. No more inspiration. No more creation. You can no longer tell the stories of yourself and others. You can no longer speak out. So go ahead and sit down because the end is near. Your ink well is drying up. I can tell the truth about it, but you can't understand what this is about. So just shut the fuck up. Put this muzzle on. Hurry up. Because you're going through writer's block. And it's possible this time it won't be stopped. Lady Death is right around the corner and you can't run away this time. Looks like you wasn't meant to be the greatest. No correlation, but sorry, you couldn't make it to your coronation. Peace.
Man. I love it, bro. I love it, man. Keep doing what you do, Isaiah. You know, you I don't know, man. I love what you do, bro. I love what you do. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. To me, you are like and I always got, for every poet that I bring on, I just compare. I don't know, it's not comparing him to someone, but they put me in a mind frame or something. But you are the Teddy Pendergrass of poetry, bro. Do you know who Teddy Pendergrass?
Oh man, I appreciate that. I've gotten a lot of comparisons, but I haven't got no Teddy. I haven't gotten Teddy. That's definitely an honor to be compared to Teddy for poetry, for real.
Yeah, you are, man. I think with your songwriting and you having that ability to actually sing as well too, it's just like you got all three of them. Just, I'm telling you, man, you got it all right there, wrapped in one. Anytime you go to an open mic and someone wants to throw underwear at you on stage, you're doing a damn good job, bro. So.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh man, John, yo, I really appreciate that for real. I definitely appreciate you. You know, I always say there's when I talk about my poetry journey, there's two people that I always bring up. And one of them is you, for for the ones that kind of helped me. You guys showed me the door and showed me that was possible. So, one is you, and another is a guy named Brandon Leak, who won America's Got Talent with his spoken word. And for both of y'all, both of you are always going to be a part of my story forever. And I could truly say that. So, I just want to say thank you. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro. I got you, bro. I love you, man. I'll be talking to you. I gotta get you back on soon.
All right, man. I got you. We're gonna be in touch.
Absolutely, bro. Be safe out here, Isaiah.
Yes, sir. You too.
Okay, brother. Thanks for calling. All right, that's my man Isaiah Haynes, y'all. That was a treat right there, having him call in. I appreciate that. And that's what I'm talking about. This is why I love what I do too. Being able to be an inspiration or show somebody else something, because I was inspired by people, when I met Arthur Poe Shakespeare, she definitely inspired me. She is so, man, let me tell you something. Arthur Poe Shakespeare, I'm about 5'6". Arthur Poe Shakespeare, let's just say, is a lot shorter than me. But when she get on that microphone or when she's doing her poetry, it's incredible. She's also the first poet, one of the first ones that I really heard do freestyle poetry back. And this was like in 15, 16 when I met her. But she was another one that inspired me as well. You know, she told me about all the open mics that was going on. She had just written one of her very first books, and she brought it to the studio that I was in. I met her through, shout out to my man, Donnie Durango, look him up too. That's a four-wheeler music, a wonderful producer, my man, Donnie. What's up, Donnie? I met her at his studio. You know, he hooked us up, and she brought her first book that she written, and she was showing me some of the mistakes that was in it and things that it was just a good vibe, because she just came out, told me what she was doing, any questions I had about poetry and what was going on in the DMV scene, she would answer for me. And then she hooked me up with my first poetry stage play that I did. Shout out to Danielle Butler and her husband. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I'm not gonna remember his name. That's crazy. But shout out to them. Danielle Butler does the what is her poetry? Her event that she does, variety show. She does a variety show where it's a bunch of different stuff going on. You could be doing poetry. It's a fashion show. Like it's really incredible the way she puts it all together. I met that young lady and her husband through Arthur Poe Shakespeare. There was a bunch of poets in that event that I was able to talk to and network with and get them to come out to my very first open mic. Shout out to all of them. Y'all know who you are. You know, it's a lot of Natalie, Joshua. Like I can't even begin to name everybody. Arthur Poe Shakespeare, of course, my man Michael Watkins, my sister Shantia Jackson. The list just goes on. One of my favorite storytellers is Shantia Jackson. Definitely. She is a wonderful poet. She's a actress. Like, she wears many different accolades. Look her up too. All right. I'm gonna share a couple more out of my poetry volume 2. Next week, I'm going to share a poem with y'all. I thought I had it right here with me, but I don't. But I was inspired a few weeks ago. My wife is a praise team leader, worship leader at a church. Shout out to Macedonia Baptist Church, Pastor that Jonathan Wade. Awesome, you're awesome, brother. I left one Sunday, because I don't go every Sunday, I ain't gonna lie. I went with my wife one Sunday. When I left, I was inspired to write a poem, and I believe I called it, I just wanted, so it was called The Kingdom. That's what it's called, The Kingdom. I just want to get in the kingdom. So I'm gonna share that with y'all next week, because I thought I had it, but I don't. So I apologize for that, but I want to do about 2 or 3 of poems that are in Spitfire Poetry Volume 2 before we get out of here. Again, guys, if you heard it earlier, that was my brother Isaiah Haynes that called in. If you ever want to call in and holler at me, guys, 443-297-4753 is the number. Don't hesitate to call if you want to, say what's up to me, or you got something you want to express, or you got a poem that you want to put out there. All right. Let's do this. All right. One of my other favorite poems is Hey Little Black Boy. I'm very passionate about what our children are doing in the streets. I got 2 daughters. I got a bunch of nephews and nieces and stuff. And whenever I'm around kids or children, I try to drop some type of nugget in their brain somehow, something that they can think about or, that they can use. I want kids to be kids, but they also need to know what's going on. I've always taught both of my daughters to always know your surroundings. Even when they were toddlers, I was always on that. My youngest daughter will tell us in a minute, Daddy, that van over there is sitting there for a minute, or it pulled up behind us or whatever. Like it is what it is. But Hey Little Black Boy is something that I wrote when I was frustrated about a family member of mine that was shot. And then some of the other kids that I know of. I know a few children that have been shot and been taken away from their families. So, and I also shared this at a poetical experience with 4 authors. I shared this poem in that play. It was a play that I was in, and the writer, Aneski Anakinzet, formed all of our poetry together to tell one story and different scenes, and each scene in the play was geared to somebody, and I don't care who was in that audience. One of those 7 scenes that we did, you could relate to at least one of them. So I shared this one in that play. Hey Little Black Boy. Hey Little Black Boy, let me holler at you for a minute, because I was once in your place, so you should respect what I say. Some of the shit I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little Black Boy, you're going to see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in them chains. They'll start to come across bits and pieces of racism, but your school system will claim they're trying to relate to what you face every day. Little Black Boy, watch where you play and mind what you say. I know in school they tell you we all are equal, but there's fine print at the end of that statement. Little Black Boy, at 12 years old, you could be gunned down for being in the wrong part of town. Little Black Boy, as you grow into your teenage years, that's when this shit starts to get real. Keep yourself active. Don't hang with them bastards. Learn a trade, anything with your hands, shorty. Just keep up your grades. Little Black Boy, be respectful and listen to your elders. They can teach you some things, but you know everything, right? Don't be stupid, Little Black Boy. They were here before you. You can learn from their stories. Did you know you have to work twice as hard when competing for that job? Don't dress like a slob, shorty. Keep yourself clean. It ain't got to be expensive. That shit's still going to look mean. Little Black Boy, the man make the clothes. Don't listen to them hoes. Little Black Boy, stay off them blocks. You may think it's slick until you in jail taking dick and washing outfits. Little Black Boy, that life ain't for you, and it's cool. Don't be a fool. Stay in school. You may bend some rules, but always be true to who you are. A soldier in battle. That horn sounds every day, Little Black Boy. Keep God in your life and pray every day. That is Little Black Boy. All right, I want to thank everyone for watching today. All right, make sure, like I said, you go to YouTube and download the What Up Baltimore YouTube page. All right, What Up Baltimore TV. You want to download the page. I just saw today there's a few shows that are starting on the platform. One, I can't wait to see one of them that's about to start. But if if you're serious about what you're doing and you need an outlet or a platform to put yourself on so you can get your material out there or try to gain and reach a broader audience, you definitely want to look up LadyJ Media. Sharp, you wanna go to Instagram, Facebook. You can go to her Gmail at LadyJ. I think it's ladyj@gmail.com. But definitely go to the YouTube page and subscribe to the page. We got some amazing stuff that's about to happen. And I'm just very, very excited about this new year coming up. All right. Y'all stay tuned. I will be definitely doing one more poetry event, like I said before. The summer is completely over. Everybody be safe out there. Be vigilant. All right. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Keep an eye out on social media for my flyers for the next guest that I will have on the show next week, which will be today is the 16th, so on the 23rd, next Wednesday. You want to tune in from 7 to 8 o'clock. What up, Baltimore? Spitfire Poetry Shutdown podcast. Also, I still have t-shirts. I still have Spitfire Poetry Shutdown t-shirts. I got Unusual Favorite t-shirts. So if you need a shirt, hit me up. I got you on a shirt. All my shirts are $20. I'll definitely look out for you. Be safe out here, guys. Be vigilant. Always be safe. Be vigilant. If you want to help somebody, if you want to be blessed, you must bless somebody else. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Everybody be safe.
Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.